Hello and welcome back to Doom the Dark Ages. We are going to be continuing on this, rather, Just Siege Part 2. Azarak's forces begin to breach the walls of the castle as the Sentinel evacuation continues. So when I last left off inside of the wall, kind of, still see evidence. Oh,
Shield is down, and the gate is taking heavy damage.
um, what's our... Go 3 more fodder dooms with a single shield throw 5 times. Give me the Reverend skin for that. Purchase... And that, hit demons 10 times to fully charge chain shot. Okay. I'm actually going to change you. Wait, no. You. To the Reverend skin, because that's actually really cool. Well, no. I'll leave it as the Nightmare skin for now.
Slayer,
Fit the thing.
there's a turret in the courtyard you can use to hold them off.
Maybe once I get the Reverend Slayer, which is probably going to be a really long because I did look at the milestones. To get the Reverend Slayer skin, you have to beat the main difficulty. So, ow. He's here. Take that. And that. And some more of this. Okay, that is a little too close for comfort. I think it's designed that way. I think that's how that part was designed, so it's like a really close call. But either way, I hate it. Man, it's dead. Wait a minute. That positioning is very reminiscent of the
They're inside the
positioning
castle. We
to
almost have everyone out.
the demon you get the Crucible out of in Doom Eternal. Though he didn't have a club, and also that was not open as hell back there, so... probably not that. I am... Oh, wrong way. What's new? Oh, that's... King Novik's head has been taken off. Ow. Out of it. You're not wanted in this tea party. What? I'm perfectly sane, I swear. I'm lying to you, don't believe me. How? Hold on. First of all, that's cool. Second of all, how did a mancubus fit in this room? And a really tight fit. Come back there? There's something back there. Okay. Just not where I was looking. I was really expecting, with how open this is, to look out here and the Titan getting back up. Yeah, they'd be nightmarish, sure. Just a tad. Tad too late. How do I get up there? Because that's a flawless question. Hmm. You know what? Not important right now, because that's just gold. It's technically, ow. Technically collect gold. So.
Vera, they're coming for the heart. I'll draw them away from the lifeboats.
Father, don't go alone. Commander, he signed off.
I won't go alone. I'll come with him. See, I do say that jokingly, but at the same time, I know it's. I say it jokingly, but at the same time, I know that's exactly the way this is going to turn. This is going to go. It's exactly the way this is going to end up. Oh, you're not. Are you our friendly neighborhood revenant? I want to say you are. You are. The revenant looks very Grim Reapery. In this. Which honestly, with the medieval setting and how, like, I don't want to say dark necessarily, but like, you kind of get the idea, I hope. Like, the atmosphere and mood of everything, I feel like the Revenant looking very, like, Grim Reapery, especially with, like, the, not a sickle, this is a sickle, but with the sickle and the cowl and all that. I feel it's very fitting with the atmosphere. Oh, please. I feel like it's very fitting. A lot of the designs, actually, for the demons are very fitting with the... That seems really dangerous. A lot of the designs for the demons are... very fitting for... the atmosphere of the game. I mean, even like when you think about it, like, the imps look very... The stone imps look very ghoulish. The imp stalkers are very, like, Hell Knights look the same. The imps look very, not the imps, the revenants look very Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper? What? They look very, very Grim Reaper-ish-esque. That is actually what I'm looking for. They look very Grim Reaper-ish. Very Grim Reaper-esque. I feel. But I do like the design, the atmosphere. It's like I said to someone recently that the uh that this game like is like not necessarily what to use, but this game is like a hodgepodge. What? Okay, whatever. But this game is like a hodgepodge between the graphics, kind of Eternal, the lighting of 2016, and the atmosphere of Bloodborne. I almost feel bad for that. Um, because when you really think deeply about it, that's exactly how this game feels. It's the same lighting that you see a lot throughout 2016, very gloomy, which is very fitting for the scenario, but that's besides the point. And then it's got the really good art style of Eternal, but it definitely has that like dark Victorian era kind of style. At least that's what I think. I think it's got that kind of feel. But and I like it. I really do like it. I love the way, you know, this game turned out in the grand scheme of things. Like, while the lack of unique glory kills is a little bit upsetting, I do kind of see where it came from with not wanting to do unique glory kills for all demons and angles. Because when you really think about that, they got to plan out the glory kills, then they gotta design everything, then they gotta animate everything. So when you really think about everything that goes into making unique glory kills for every demon, it makes sense as to why they wouldn't want to do unique glory kills for every demon. I'd just be a nightmare. So it's a bit disheartening, sure, but at the same time, I feel like at the same time, the people at both Bethesda and ID Software may already be. So it's disheartening, a bit, sure. But at the same time, I'd rather not have an entire game studio, an entire branch of a game studio, go batshit insane because of me being minorly disheartened by a feature that is not in, a game. Technically, if you really think about it, in a way, kind of also makes sense story-wise. Maybe that's just me piecing things together that seem right because of the situation. But like, you get glory kills in 2016 and Eternal, but not in Doom the Dark Ages, which canonically takes place before Doom 2016. I'm sure you can really see where I'm going with this. Like the end of just sometime between 2016 and sometime between the Dark Ages and 2016. Where just the ability, not necessarily the ability, but like the extra strength required to turn a demon inside out with his bare hands. Doesn't make complete sense, but it makes enough sense. It makes enough sense to keep my thoughts mostly at bay. Oh, right. What were my things? To hit 10 demons, 10 times with a fully charged, shot. Hold on. That killed it. I've literally only hit it twice. That was more than twice. Thank you very fucking much. Why is my controller telling me to look in a different direction than what I want? Would you like it? No, that's very annoying. Don't tell me I've put stick drift on this controller already. Or is that because of the remote play app? I don't know. I'm hoping it's the remote play app.
The final transports are ready to launch.
Because, personally, I feel like if it's the controller, that's annoying. But it doesn't feel like stick drift. That's the thing. It doesn't feel like stick drift. I've experienced stick drift. It doesn't feel like it. Stick drift is not that subtle. Does that count as that? Sweet. And now that I know that this one-shots you at full charge, frozen solid. That's very fun. There's a ruby up there. There's also a secret. I'm gonna go get that ruby. No. I want no part of it. Thank you very much.
Structural damage detected.
What? No. I didn't know there was structure damage detected. How could I not see it? Sorry. Sarcasm. I'm a very sarcastic person, as I'm sure I've made note of it. Guaranteed more than that. Who knows? I don't. Because I don't, like, I want to say don't keep track of my own videos, but I certainly don't remember everything. Which, honestly, I really hope you don't remember everything, especially if you've gotten past this certain like threshold of videos. I feel like once you've gotten past a certain threshold, if you start remembering everything, that changes from a good memory to good problem. If you ask my personal opinion. I don't, I'm sure nobody did, but nobody would want that, me and my personal opinion anyway. But unless you ask me, that's kind of. I do wonder. So you get away in a gameplay perspective, I get why their attacks would change between red and green. But what about in like a physiology? Like physiology perspective. Why? I see a cycle. You might be getting closer. I don't know, and I really hope he's not. I hope he stays right where he is. Oh my god, they brought it back. I hope he stays right where he is. Hold on, let me show you these things. Why? Because they're there. Anyway, moving on. Ow. Fuckers. I just spontaneously got louder. Hold on. Okay. Lost connection again. And we're back. Maybe. This may still be having an aneurysm, and I can't really check. Because, of course, you know, the PlayStation had decided it wanted to crash in, like, probably one of the most important times it could have. Because of freaking course it would. Why? What? Dude, I hate Hell Knights. Why are you putting so many of them here? Give me Imp Stalkers to get my health back, please. Alright, bad enough to fight a Hell Knight. You know what? No. No, I'm not. No.
Several demonic signals are moving to King Novik's position.
God, that's so annoying. For multiple
It's
reasons.
Adric. Leia, you have to help him.
Well, how? Oh. Because from what I can see, that's a big hole that I can't get across. Oh. Also, I think that moved. Because this still shows it facing this way. I wonder if that's a bug. Or if it's supposed to do that. I didn't notice the green until after I jumped in my defense. Not that that's a very good defense. Actually, that defense is really bad. I wonder if there's going to be any areas where it's like, that's there, but you can't actually reach it during the shield unless you jump. Also, max out my shield. Now I just need to get runes, I guess. This is what I have equipped first. The first hit of your power gun combo applies shock. Shock demons take increased damage from your attacks. Sure, screw it. Now comes the fourth hit. Yes, please. This additional swing is only accessible when acquiring a melee charge from a parried attack. So what? You parry and attack, and then you get the swing 4 times? That's what I'm picking up. Also, I have more gold. I can upgrade my things. I don't want to upgrade any of these right now, honestly. But at the same time, all 3 of these I require that gold thing, so I might as well. Sure, let's upgrade the Impaler. And time. Impaler projectiles fired during slow-mo time do more damage. Paragenic shot. Okay, well, once I can get that, I'm gonna go with that because that may actually give me some more use of the Impaler. Because I don't use it. Ever. Oh, let's see.
No more tricks, old king.
Oh yeah, that's fucking cool. That's right where the mech is.
Tell me where it is. Run.
He said words. He spoke. What? No, you cannot end that like that. No. Okay, that's. You know how to get my blood boiling. Okay, well, regrettably, I guess that's the end of this episode. I hated that, I think. But, whatever. That is the end of this episode. This part. It's just part in that episode. That's the end of this part. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I hope you hated that freaking cliffhanger ending as much as I did. And I will see you in the next video.